When it comes to iPhone fast charging, most of us might think it's relatively slow compared to most Android phones. But recently, many audiences left comments asking why Android phones charge slower than iPhones with 100 watts chargers. So let's talk about it today. Most third-party 100 watts chargers on the market are different from the original 100 watts chargers for Android phones. The supported protocols of third-party chargers are mainly focused on PD and PPS, which are incompatible with proprietary protocols of Android phones. Even if it's a 140 watts charger, the charging power might be limited to 10 watts because of incompatible protocols. Next, let's briefly introduce the charging protocols of iPhone. The standard PD protocol has been used since iPhone 8, and the latest iPhone 14 series can support up to 27 watts. Since the iPhone does not support the PPS of PD 3.0 standard, it only supports fixed voltage at 9 volts. But as the most common protocol on the market, it has good compatibility with third-party chargers. Then let's talk about Android phones. Except for Samsung and Google, most Android phones manufacturers will develop their proprietary protocols or encrypt PPS protocols. Only a few Android phones adopt a standard PPS protocol. Some Android phones may reach more than 200 watts and can be fully charged in 10 minutes, but you will be limited to original chargers and cables to get the peak power. Next, let's take a look at what will happen if we use the PD charger to charge different smartphones. Take Apple 67 watts as an example. It's a pure PD charger and cannot support QC or PPS protocol, which prevents Android phones from triggering other protocols during the test. Firstly, most Android phones will trigger the 9 volts, and the Samsung S22 Plus can support up to 45 watts, but it's only 14 watts when charging with PD protocol. The Redmi Note 12 and iQOO 10 Pro can support the fastest charging in the market, but when charging with PD protocol, the 210 watts and 200 watts will drop to only 22 watts and 13 watts respectively, about 10 times slower than proprietary protocols. And then the OnePlus 9 Pro will drop to 65 watts to about 16 watts, while the Red Magic 7S will drop from 120 watts to about 25 watts. The Huawei Mate 40 Pro will drop from 66 watts to about 11 watts, and the Xiaomi 11 Pro will drop from 67 watts to 13 watts. As we can see, the iPhone 14 series can reach around 26 to 27 watts when charging with PD protocol, which are faster than all Android phones we just tested. We also made a chart for you to compare them intuitively. Peak power of those Android phones is much higher than that of the iPhone, but the iPhone gets the highest power in this test. Except for the Apple 67 watts, most third-party chargers in the market can support the PD protocol, and that's the reason why Android phones charge slower than iPhones with some 100 watts chargers. Okay, that's all for today's video. You can also click the comments to check related videos. Please drop a like, leave your comments, and subscribe to us if this video is helpful. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!